so excited to be making this video. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Hey guys, Melinda here. First and foremost, happy fall. I've been waiting for the longest time for this season to come. This is my Thrive season. I am so excited, so stoked. I got so much spoopy content coming for you guys in the month of October. Ugh, I can't wait. Secondly, it's been a minute, and by that I mean like a couple weeks. That's because something life-changing has happened, and that's why I'm here today to talk about it with you guys, because I am on cloud 9 and I am just so speechless and ecstatic and grateful and appreciative. How many more synonyms can I put with it? Probably a lot, but regardless, I am so happy that I had the opportunity to be a production assistant for a local video production company here in Spokane. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna give you the whole rundown, the whole story, but first thing I wanted to note was that I've been a little busy. Stuff at Macy's has been so crazy and I've been working, it feels like a lot. On top of that, had the opportunity to be a production assistant, and here we are a few weeks fast forward in the future from my previous video, and I just have not had the opportunity to sit down and film anything. We are finally back. I am here to explain why and what's been going on. So yes, I have had the amazing opportunity to be a production assistant on an actual film set. I cannot express to you how amazing that is. I went to film school. I have been pursuing a career within this industry for so long that I honestly couldn't believe that it was happening until I was actually there, and I had to think, oh my gosh, I am here right now. I am experiencing this. Before I get any further, I think it is very important that we roll back time and take you to the very beginning. If you are watching this video, it means that everything worked out in my favor because I'm putting so much positivity out in the universe and really trying to manifest myself getting this job. I have an opportunity to be a video producer for a company here in Spokane. I'm so excited. I have my bachelor's degree in film and I've been working on my YouTube for 5+ years, and I'm just so into the film industry and the video production process and just doing all of that. I saw a job application posted online for a video producer position. Last week, I had a Microsoft Teams meeting with one of the co-founders of the company. He said that it's a very small company, but he's looking to expand, was interested what I was all about. And so then he said that he wants me to come down to the office here and meet one of the other producers. That's very exciting. And I have my meeting with him tomorrow. I wanted to just drive out to the offices today because it is smack dab in the middle of downtown, and driving down there makes me so anxious and nervous. So I wanted to get a head start and just kind of scope it out, see where I could possibly park, how to get there, all that fun stuff. I'm so excited, and that's why I'm pre-filming all of this process because, like I said, I want to manifest the idea of me getting this job because I've been looking for something within the film industry for several years, and this is the first opportunity that has presented itself to me. Without further ado, let's hit the road and scope this place out. And this is exactly why I wanted to test drive over here. I just got to some parking. When I was searching it on Google Maps, there was a parking lot right next to the offices, but there's actually a big fence around it now, so it's gated off. So I found some open public parking like across the street. Let me show you what we're rolling with. This is the empty parking lot that I found that I think I can park in. I'm not entirely sure, but this seems like it. There's the giant P for public parking. Right over there in those buildings, I believe it is that center one right there. This is like where I was thinking I would need to cross to get there, but now that I'm looking, there's a crosswalk over there, so I'll probably just walk down there for safety, cross the street, and then walk back up, walk over to the offices. Just on the other side of those buildings on Google Maps is where I saw it was originally an open parking lot, kind of like the one I'm in right now, but it's gated off, it's fenced off. That's why I wanted to to take the time to drive down here today, the day before, and kind of scope it out a little bit. I think this will be my game plan for tomorrow. The day is here. I'm getting ready to head out for my meeting. I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious. Something I'm also nervous about is that I'm still in recovery from my surgery, but I have my crutch there in case I need it. My knee hurts. I'm a little nervous. We're gonna see how we do. My OOTD for today. Trying to look nice, but not trying to die because we're going to get coffee. So I assume we're walking somewhere to get coffee. So wish the good luck to me. I'm here. I've acquired parking. I've paid for parking. I'm just so incredibly nervous. I think I might start walking over, give myself a little time to actually go to the crosswalk instead of trying to bolt across the one-way street with my bum leg. I'm gonna go. Wish me luck. I could cry from happiness right now. I was so sweaty because I was so nervous. I'm like overjoyed right now. It went extremely well. They talked about possibly just starting me at hourly right now and maybe just coming in to kind of help with some projects just to see if it's a good fit, if they like me, if I like them. I'm so excited. I told them that I think I'm very qualified for this position. They want to bring me on as a production coordinator, so I'll be doing like the nitty gritty, an assistant kind of job basically. So I'll be booking their hotels, their cars, finding people for shoots, but like I don't care because this is exactly the stepping stone that I need, that I want. I would be working with a film company. I would love to be in this atmosphere and this environment, and I want this so much. It went so well, and I'm so giddy. I'm so excited. My brain is like fried because I kind of blacked out and went so into that chat. So I guess the next update will be when I hear from them to help with the project. So yay! Alright, so just to kind of summarize, if you're not 100% sure what exactly that footage was, a few months ago when I was in recovery, I had a meeting with the video production company. They were looking to fill a producer position, and I will admit, especially now being on set and having that experience, I am very not qualified to be a producer. At the time when I saw the job position and applied for it, at this point I was just blindly applying to anything that was video related. I just wanted something. I wanted to get my foot in the door. They are the first company to actually reach back out to me in how many years I've been pursuing this. Almost 4 years at this point since I've graduated college. So went to this meeting. We talked about me. We talked about them, the company, and they were honest and they're like, you know, we don't think that the producer position would be right for you, but we're looking to bring on some extra help as a production coordinator, which I think I could possibly work up to, but they brought me on as a production assistant. Like I said, this was a few months ago that I had this meeting with them. Here we are, mid-September, end of September is when I finally heard back from them. I, at this point, had completely given up on it because it had been so long since I heard anything from them. And I had already gone back to Macy's at this point. I was no longer on my leave of absence. And so I justified it in my mind that it was not worth it to try to reach out and say, hey, I'm going back to work if you guys need anything, blah, 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 blah. I just got so in my head thinking that maybe I thought the conversation went well, but in reality it didn't, and they don't want anything to do with me. I don't know. I really talked myself out of it and convinced myself that it was never gonna happen. And then out of the blue, get an email from one of the producers saying, hey, we're doing a shoot tomorrow. Any chance you can come help out as a production assistant? Less than 24 hours later, I actually managed to make it work. I am so thankful. I was scheduled at Macy's, but I talked to all my managers and my bosses. They made it work and was able to move my shifts around so that I could go be a production assistant. So thank you, Macy's. Thank you so much to all of my managers managers and my bosses, and for making this happen. You have no idea how appreciative I am of that. So yes, they gave me less than 24 hours notice to partake, and having not heard from them for months, I knew deep in me that I need to make this work or it's never happening again. So that's why I am so grateful that Macy's was able to work around my schedule and work with me so that I had the opportunity to go be on set and help out. Like I said, I am still on cloud nine, just still trying to wrap my brain around the idea that this actually happened. Just out of courtesy of the crew, the project, I will not be discussing any real details about what the project entails. So day of, my call time is 8 a.m. I show up, I'm so eager, I'm so ready, but I am nervous. This is my first time on like an actual film set. There's cameras, there's lighting, there's microphones, there's hair and makeup artists. Everything that is included in a film set was there. I don't know anybody. I know the producer that I have been talking to, I had the initial meeting with, and who reached out to me the day before. That was the only person I knew. I'm ready and willing and no idea what I'm doing. So I am a nervous wreck, but I'm trying not to show it. The producer pulls me aside and she's like, okay, so just to kind of give you the rundown of what a PA is that you are here to assist everybody. You're mostly going to want to stick with either myself, the main producer, or the director of photography / camera operator of the day. So I am supposed to be around either one of the two and just help out with whatever. First things first, we just start unloading all the equipment from the car. I am a weakling, if you did not know this, so everything that I helped carry in, I thought was so heavy and I was getting winded, but I'm trying not to like breathe deeply, you know? I don't want to show any weakness or anything like that. We get all the equipment in. Next task I'm given is to go downstairs with the photographer and help set up her equipment. It had been many years since I had dealt with any kind of camera or film equipment, so remember using these equipment pieces back in college, but don't exactly quite remember how to use it. I am down there with a grip guy, so he was there to help with lighting and moving the heavy equipment and stuff. He is just doing it so fast, and I'm just struggling with the one C-stand that I'm trying to open up to to get it to work. Forgot there was a knob that screws in and out that helps make that a lot easier. Next thing I know, my thumb is hurting, so I just kind of briefly look at it and I am pouring out blood. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but I was bleeding like a lot. I'm panicking because I kid you not, I hadn't even been there for 15 minutes and I have already injured myself on the set. First day as a production assistant, I was mortified. I didn't want anybody to know what I had done because I don't want to be seen as the helpless production assistant who is there to help assist. So I grabbed some tissue and just kind of wrapped it around my thumb for a temporary fix and continued on with setting up the equipment. Thankfully, as soon as I'm done, the producer comes to me and says, okay, we're gonna send you on a coffee run. Great. Gives me a second to step out, get some fresh air. Only been here for 30 minutes. So I do a coffee run. I go to Dutch Bros. I am bonding with these baristas. They were so sweet and so kind to me. I was telling them that it's my first day. I'm really trying my hardest not to mess anything up, and they said, you're killing it, like you got this. They were my best friends at that point. And I'm still bleeding out of my thumb, so I asked them if I could have a Band-Aid, and they brought me one, and this today is like the most Melinda-esque story and sum up of my life. This is me in a nutshell. I was so embarrassed as my first day that I hurt myself that I asked the barista at Dutch Bros for a Band-Aid. That morning was pretty much the most exciting part of the day. That's not what I mean. I mean that was probably the most activity because the rest of the day was purely huge learning experience for me because we got everything rolling. We started filming. There's a small part of me that feels really bad because I would just stand there and watch in awe because I was just so fascinated by everything going on around me that the producer like had to snap me out of it and like, hey, will you go do this? I so desperately wanted to say, I just am loving sobbing watching this and completely forgot that the whole reason I'm there is to help and do work. That was my bad. It all just boils down to that I was just so thrilled to be there, to be in this environment, to be around film nerds like myself. This is exactly where I wanted to be and what I want to do. There were a couple people that I talked to during the day and they're like, oh, how long have you been a production assistant? And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, about 6-7 hours at this point. They were all super sweet, super nice, and they said, I think you're doing a great job, and I started as a PA too. This is the job that you need in order to get further within the industry. So that was so comforting to me because it makes me think that I am exactly where I need to be right now. That was pretty much just the whole day. I was on cloud 9. Towards the end of the evening, afternoon, I was feeling a little bit more comfortable with everybody, so I would say, hey, can I help you with this? Can I help move something? Like, what can I do? And would see these opportunities of where I could help. I was starting to really pick up on my role, what I was there to do, and the rest is history. It's towards the end of the day. We had a 10.5-hour day shoot. I was exhausted, but like still on cloud 9, still so happy to be there. I was just so grateful and appreciative for the opportunity. End of the day, we're packing everything up, we're wrapping, getting ready to go home. The producer pulls me aside and was like, okay, so another job as a production assistant, you want to just sweep the areas that you were filming in, make sure everything is put back correctly. We didn't leave anything, we didn't break anything, didn't ruin anything. So we took that walk and she said that I did a great job and she would love to have me again. I thanked her for the opportunity. I gave her a copy of my Macy schedule and I said, if I could get maybe a couple more days notice next time, I can make anything work. And she seemed very appreciative that I gave her my schedule. So I don't know. I left thinking that she genuinely seemed appreciative and happy that I gave her my schedule and that I did a great job. But the demons in my head were saying like, what if she was just saying that to be nice and I never hear from her again? This is a constant battle with myself every single day. Let me just give you a perspective. Friday is the day that I got the email. Saturday was film day. I work Sunday and then Monday comes and I hear from another producer at this company asking me to do a shoot the next day. I had a 2-day turnaround to come work on another project. I, again, was on cloud 9. I was so ecstatic. I almost didn't think it was real at first because I was just thinking, it had been 2 days and they're already asking me to come work on another project. Holy cow! Went to Macy's, I went to my managers and I was like, is there any possible way we can make this work? Again, in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, this is my second opportunity to make sure that this happens because then I may never hear from them again. Lo and behold, Macy's was magical. They made it work. They were able to switch my shifts around and I was able to go. This one was a little bit different. We were actually shooting a commercial for this one, so completely 360 from what I was used to on Saturday's shoot, and also working with a whole new film crew. Of everybody that I worked with on Saturday, I only knew one person. And not to mention, again, this is a whole nother producer, so I had never met this producer, didn't meet any of these other people until the day of, and again, they are all just so sweet and so kind, and it was amazing to be around film people. Sorry, battery died and got a little bit of charge, so it'll probably die here again very soon. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. Basically, the last part I was just talking about is it's just so amazing to be around a film crew and be around other people, to geek out about film and production and just all of it. I can't say this enough, but I am just so grateful and appreciative that I was able to do this at such a young age. I had gotten so down on myself and deep in my head that I convinced myself this wasn't gonna happen for at least another 10 years, which is not unheard of. It's so incredibly difficult to get into this industry and to get your foot in. And so that's why I am so stoked and grateful that I was able to finally hear back from somebody and get a connection. And this is exactly where I need to be right now. And and the best stepping stone for myself. So that second day as a production assistant was a whole new learning experience. Again, I'm just so appreciative that I had the opportunity to experience two different kinds of videos that this company will make. I don't care if it's a commercial, I don't care if it's a TV show. I consider everything video production amazing, and film-wise, film sets just so insane and incredible, breathtaking and speechless. I had the time of my life getting to be a production assistant for the two jobs. I still cannot wrap my head around the idea that this happened and that I experienced it. I had been dreaming about this for so long. I have been so into films since I was 15. That's 10 years of my life right there that I have been dedicated to film related stuff. It's taken me 4 years to finally get somewhere, to get my foot in the door. Again, I'm speechless and I'm still trying to comprehend what happened, how it happened. I am thanking my lucky stars and praying every day that I get to continue this. So thankful and ready for the next opportunity and cannot wait for it to get here. That is everything. That is my story. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any comments, you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments down below. I'd love to talk about it. But that is everything for this video. My battery is beeping at me, so I gotta go. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the support. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a big thumbs up. It would absolutely mean the world to me. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already and you want to see more content. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And please remember to always follow your dreams like I did with mine. Bye. Yeah. Oh no, battery's gonna die. Ah!